Hey Retro fans, welcome to another episode of Retro Gaming Memories. This is going to be just a quick pickups video. No real kind of nostalgia trips or anything as such. I basically got a couple of parcels through the post. Here they are. And I thought I would unbox them with you guys and see what we've got. It's been quite a while since I've bought anything. These are both, no, they're not both from eBay. One's from eBay, the other one's from one of the Facebook groups that I frequent. We'll just get stuck right in, shall we? If I can figure out how to open this. The trouble with these parcels, sometimes people do a remarkably good job of boxing them up, and you can never find the start or where things are supposed to come out. Right, hang on, we're getting the hang of this. Let's see. Whoop. And as Lawn Boys Post 75 says, you always cut towards your heart. It's the best thing to do. Make sure that you always cut towards your heart, especially something lethal like that. Look at the sharpness of that thing. Awesome. Right, anyway. What we have here is a Sega Mega Drive game, and it is glare central. Rolling Thunder 2. Can we get that without glare? There we go, that's a bit better. Right, Rolling Thunder 2. Now, I've never played this. I do like the original Rolling Thunder. Let's have a look at the back. It's all very exciting. I have seen it in the arcade. I think I might have played the arcade ROM for 5 minutes and thought, oh, this is quite entertaining. But I'd rather spend some time getting into it. There's the cart. There's a little mark up the top there, but that's alright. Some black. Is it a mark? It's a little bit of sticker. That's good. I thought it was a tear. Is it a tear? Aye. I thought it might have been a bit of sticker, but it is a little tear. But you know what? With some Sharpie skills, we can get that out. That's fine. And manual as well, all in nice condition. So yeah, I mean, from what I've seen of it, it plays just like Rolling Thunder, except there's a female agent now that you can play as, which is good. So more of the same. I think there's maybe different weapons and things in it, but yeah, and it's still got the tab on the top, which I usually cut off. I know a lot of people save these, but I don't, because they're a pain in the ass when you're trying to stack your games up. Well, you can fold them in and stuff. Anyway, that's personal opinion. If anybody wants that case and wants to swap me for a normal one that's in good condition, then feel free. I don't need the tabs. Anyway, as I digress. So Rolling Thunder 2, it's one of the, it's not rare by any means, but you know, it's the kind of, what I would class as a mid-range game for the Mega Drive. I think I paid 30 quid for it, which is not too bad. It seems to kind of retain its value. Certainly you don't see it that much, certainly not complete, so, and it's in really nice condition, so I'm happy with that. We'll give it a play and see how it goes. I do love these kind of side-scrolly things. We will do a little gameplay video of it because I've been itching to play eSWAT on the Sega Mega Drive. I love that. The sort of, you know, side-scrolling platformy shooty thing. So yeah, so we'll get some gameplay videos of it and do all sorts of good things. So next up is this bag of excitement. The only trouble with doing unboxing videos is that your carpet ends up covered in bits of stuff. So I'm hoping that rid of that. These are some Atari 2600 cartridges. There's quite a few, so let's figure out how we can open this. So, quite a strange thing. I've always collected, my Atari stuff has always been box complete. That's what I've always went for. I've always liked to get the kind of box complete with instructions, all that kind of stuff, all that good stuff. But I had a couple of games, Vanguard and E.T., which were just the cartridge. I managed to get the instructions for Vanguard, and I was trying to get complete box versions, but obviously, if you know anything about the Atari, you know that the E.T. has went through the roof, you know, for no apparent reason. You know, one of the most hated games ever, which I don't subscribe to. I don't think it's one of the worst games ever, by any means, but for some reason people want 70 and 80 quid and all that kind of stupid nonsense for it. So the unboxed cartridge is just fine by me. I will try and get instructions for it at some point. I can get the instructions online from like Atari Age, but I do like to have a paper copy of the instructions. So I thought, you know what, it seems silly kind of waiting on boxed games, boxed complete games for a lot of these cartridges, because sometimes they just never come up, and other times when they do come up, you know, you're talking 20 quid and whatnot. So I decided to just, what the hell, let's just get some cartridge only games. So I got a nice little deal off of one of the guys on Facebook. Came to an arrangement for these, so sounds a bit salubrious, doesn't it? But yeah, he asked him how much he wanted, he told me, and I went back with a counter offer and we met in the middle, all that kind of stuff. So I have a handful of these. Now these are not rare games, they are nothing stupidly special. Sorry about all the rustling, but you know, this stuff's a nightmare to get out. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games. So yeah, I thought I would kind of fill out the Atari collection a little bit. If you've watched any of my previous videos, you'll know that I absolutely love the Atari 2600. It's simplicity personified. It's, you know, it's so easy to pick up and play, and you can play a game for 10 minutes. Sometimes, if you're lucky, the whole game doesn't take 10 minutes to play. But I love that pick up and play. It just suits me perfectly. So, and obviously there's that huge nostalgia factor. I think if you didn't have the nostalgia for the Atari 2600, it wouldn't it wouldn't hold the same fun factor, because a lot of the games are very primitive, such as the one I'm about to start with. So the first cartridge, if I can get my hands on it, is Golf. So quite nice. It's a little bit faded, but it's alright. So it's 9-hole golf. So yeah, now the golf on the Atari is a line hitting a square into another square. There are no animated guys as far as I can remember, or anything like that. It's just stuff. So very simple, 9-hole golf, but you know what? It's fun, and that's all I need. Just a little bit of fun, all good. So the next cartridge is a game I have never played on the Atari 2600, and I have played it very little on the arcade, and that is the sequel to Defender, which is Stargate. I should say the arcade sequel to Defender. Obviously there was Defender 2 on the Atari 2600, which was really just the proper version of Defender, because Defender was a flickery mess. But yeah, anyway, that's a whole other story. So next up, another game I have never played on the Atari, and that is Mario Bros, or Mario Brothers, the original silver label. So quite nice. I've played the arcade game, obviously. Don't know what it'll be like, but that's part of the fun. I've purposely not looked at any videos of these. I've had a quick kind of look at some of them, because games that I'm kind of sometimes not familiar with, I'll have a quick look just to see if, ooh, quite fancy that, you know. But I won't watch gameplay videos or anything like that, because I want to experience it for myself. You know, I just have a quick look to see if it's the kind of game that I might enjoy. So yeah, but anyway, next up is Millipede, the sequel to Centipede, cunningly. I was never a huge fan of Millipede in the arcade. I always played Centipede. I've always been an old fart, basically. I've always liked, and I still do like, simple games. You can't really see it at the moment, but I've got Centipede artwork. There we go, up there, somewhere, yeah, there. Centipede artwork on the arcade cabinet. Guaranteed I won't get this line back up again, that'll do. So yeah, I mean, I've always loved Centipede, and I love classic games, the golden age. So, you know, I love Galaxian over the whole Galaxian, Galaga, Plus, blah blah blah. I like Galaxian. You know, I like the simple games, the simple, fun arcade games. So I've always preferred Centipede over Millipede. I know that Millipede's obviously, I think it's a bit faster and it's got extra things in it and stuff. I haven't spent a lot of time with it, to be honest, so I'm looking forward to kind of giving it a go and seeing what the differences are and seeing if it plays better than Centipede. And I do love Centipede and well, I was going to say Millipede, Centipede on the Atari 2600, because it's a different game to Centipede on the arcade, obviously, because you're using a joystick, and it's one of the noisiest games on the Atari ever. You've just got this constant jog, 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 and mad noises of all the spiders and things, and it's just so noisy, but it's great fun. It would be interesting, actually, I just had a bizarre thought there. You know when you walked into an arcade and it was just, all you heard was this, some would say cacophony, but I would say symphony of arcade games, all the different noises and tunes and bleeps and bangs and whatever else was going on. That brilliant noise that was just so engulfing, and that's what I loved about arcades. I wonder what it would be like to actually set up maybe half a dozen Atari 2600s next to each other. We're playing, you know, a Defender, Millipede, or Centipede, whatever, playing the sort of arcade games and just hearing them doing their thing. That'd be quite interesting. I've got 2 Ataris up in the loft. I might try at one point, pull them all out and give it a go. Give it a go, excuse me, I don't know what happened there. Possessed for a second. Yeah, I could maybe give it a go. It'd be interesting. That's the kind of random stuff that falls into my head. I'm just strange. Anywho, next up is a sports title, which is bizarre because really I don't really do sports, but I do enjoy simple things. So, basketball on the Atari 2600. It's got 1-2 basketball. Now, I'm not sure if it's... I think this is only a 2-player game. I think these were the kind of early launch games, obviously. I don't know if basket... Good God, possessed again. Speak up, come in, you're alright. Yeah, basketball, I don't know if it's a 1 or 2 player game. As in, I don't know if it can be played by one person. It's been a long day, sorry. But it's just simple fun. It's quite nice, you know, I've played it before. Not to any great extent, but yeah, it's good fun, and it's fun with friends, and you know, that's what I like. I've got some friends who aren't hugely into games but do enjoy games, and it's good, you know, when you get these kind of simple games that they can pick up and play and just have a great laugh with it, and that's part of the whole fun of the thing. So basketball should be quite good. And in the same vein, bowling. I do love these. I mean, this is in great condition, actually. I don't know when this came out, but considering it's, you know, nearly 40 years old, that's in beautiful condition. But I do love these kind of silvery cartridge labels. It's obviously black, but it's printed on sort of silvery paper. It just gives it a really nice, and the Atari font's just so iconic. But you get 3 games, 3 variations. There's 6 games in this. You get curve ball, steerable ball, and straight ball. So yeah, that'll be a good laugh, good fun. So next up we have another arcade game. This is it Coleco that made this? CBS? Yeah, anyway. It's Mousetrap, which apparently belonged to Paul at some point. So if you were Paul, I've got your game. So yeah, Mousetrap, never played it. It looks kind of a bit like Pac-Man, but I think the maze morphs at certain points. So again, you know, never played it, looking forward to giving it a go. The cart is a little bit banged up on the top, but nothing that a good Sharpie won't fix. I do like doing that. If you've never done that, you should, you know, if you've got a game that's like that up the top, just get a Sharpie. I mean, it's not actually ripped, it's smooth. Just get one of the big black Sharpies and just kind of gently rub it along and colour it in, basically. And Sharpies are great because the colour's quite permanent. You know, a normal felt tip would just fade eventually, but Sharpies are good for that kind of thing. So yeah, next up I think is another, was this in the arcade? Can't remember. A game that I've never really played because it always seemed like a poor relation to Pitfall, and I might be doing it a disservice at that because, like I say, I've never actually played it. But Jungle Hunt. From what I remember, you just kind of swing about on vines and stuff. Can't remember if there's much more to it, but we'll be giving that a go. Like I say, these games I picked because I haven't really spent a lot of time with these. You know, I'm not familiar with them. Because my Atari 2600 collection has pretty much got all the games that I've got major nostalgia for and all the stuff that I remember. All those are all box complete kind of thing. So it's quite nice now to kind of expand a little bit and dip my toe into games that I never had back in the day, or you know, that I don't really remember. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to playing all these because, like I say, I've never really played them. I keep doing that because they're all just off camera there. So yeah, it'll be quite interesting. So last up is another CBS Coleco type thing, and that is Solar Fox. Again, this one's a little bit banged up. That's actually peeling off a little bit. We might be able to fix that. I'm not sure, but that's alright. It's fine, considering the age of these things, you know. But yeah, Solar Fox. I had a quick look at a video of that. I don't entirely know what the plot of the game is. It looks kind of like an inverse Pac-Man where you're floating, you're a spaceship. There's no grid, but the dots, things you have to collect are in a set pattern, and you have to just kind of stop about and get them. But there's things falling. I've no idea. But it looks quite interesting. So again, we'll give it a little go. So yeah, so quite pleased with that. That's a nice little addition to the collection. Let's see if we can do this without dropping them all. Yeah, so there we go. That's an alright little collection, isn't it? I was going to say, what's Flog? It's golf. And of course, Rolling Thunder. So, well, Rolling Thunder 2. So yeah, I'm looking forward to giving all of these a go. You can expect to see them in RGM mini episodes very shortly. I might try and do some over the weekend. It's Tuesday night at the moment. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. But anyway, just a bit of a quick and dirty video, really, just to share these pickups with you. I'm going to give these a little clean up and get my Sharpie out and have a little colour in, and yeah, we'll see what happens. So thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you've got any memories of Atari stuff or Rolling Thunder or any games that you think I should investigate that aren't common or whatever, then by all means leave me some comments, and you know, get in touch, and send me videos, whatever you want, and yeah, and I'll see you next time.